Is it working? Yes. I'm going to call the meeting to order on Tuesday, March 26th at 6 p.m. And could we join each other in the flag salute, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And may I have a motion for approval of minutes?
I move to approve the minutes from March 12, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and now I'm going to open oral comments from the public. Members of the public may be heard on any item of interest not on the agenda. Speakers addressing the commission will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Be advised that by law, the commission is not able to deliberate or take action on issues presented during oral comments.
Seeing nobody, motion to close public comment.
Second.
Oh, so.
Recording in progress.
Okay, item 4 on the agenda is a public hearing to consider the design review of a new 105 guest room hotel on a 3.17 acre lot. The design review includes building elevation, site plans, exterior colors, lighting, and landscape design. Applicant is Jalaram Bapa Investment LLC, APN 200-362-019, River Ranch Road. Zoning is freeway commercial.
All right. Okay, here we go. As Chair Halley mentioned, this is the design review of a 105 guest room hotel on a 3.17 acre lot. The design review includes building elevations, site plans, exterior colors, lighting, and landscape design. The first slide shows the location. The parcel is in the Riverwalk District on River Ranch Road. It's adjacent to the Eel River Levee. Will be overlooking the river and will be running semi-parallel to the levee. In an area with other hotels and amenities. There's gas stations, restaurants, that sort of thing. It's also adjacent to our future park that will be hopefully developing soon. That'll be a nice addition to the area and a nice amenity for the guests at the hotel. The parcel is zoned freeway commercial. Hotels are principally permitted in the freeway commercial zone, and the submitted design review plans are consistent with the setbacks, landscaping, lighting, and parking ordinances of the Fortuna zoning code. As I mentioned, the general plan land use designation is the Riverwalk District, and the project is consistent with general plan goals and policies. CEQA compliance. The hotels are principally permitted in the freeway commercial district, and as such, this project is exempt from CEQA under a Class 1 Section 15300.1 exemption for ministerial projects. The design, oh. One moment, we have a remote participant, so one moment while I conference with her. Okay. Design review, manual, consistency. What will be under review is the landscaping, lighting, parking, colors, and materials for this project. Landscaping is consistent with Fortuna Municipal Code, screening and parking lot tree requirements. The 5-foot screening strip along the right-of-way is included. The required parking lot trees, there is 1 tree required for every parking space, which would require 13 trees, and this project is giving us a bonus of 34 trees. So as you can see, there's nice landscaping near the entrance, around the perimeter of the building, and scattered throughout the parking lot. It should provide some nice shading and ground cover as well. And they're showing landscaping for the future development on what they're calling parcel 2. It hasn't been officially divided yet, but that parcel will be landscaped as well, depending on its uses.
Is that the item listed as future pad?
Future pad, so we're not sure. You can ask the applicants if they have a definitive idea of what's going to go in there in the future.
But the landscape is scheduled to be completed in this phase?
Not for the future pad.
Not for that whole area, that parking
Well,
area?
depending on when the parcel is divided.
Because that is the area that fronts the road, right?
Yes. Yes. So currently, the design review is for the hotel section of the parcel, and those parking places and those tree counts for that parcel, they are planning on dividing the parcel. So depending on the timing of the parcel division, that would be phase 2 of the project.
So theoretically, that area could remain undeveloped indefinitely.
Likely, we would require, depending on when they submit their building permit, we would require conditions of approval on the building permit that if the phase 2 is going to be delayed, then they would need to show design for that parcel as part of the building permit process. So, no, we would not allow that portion of the parcel to remain derelict or undeveloped. So we've got, as part of the landscaping, this is the plant legend. They did do a really nice mix of native and non-native plants. We've got redwood sorrel and the California black oak, the buckeye, which is a common landscaping tree. We've got quite a few of those here in Fortuna, along with the strawberry tree, some nice ferns and other common parking lot plants. I did see a blue agave yesterday in Eureka, and I wasn't sure that that one would thrive well in Humboldt, being a tropical or warm weather plant, but I did see one in Eureka that was probably 10, 12 feet in diameter and a good 6 feet tall. So they do actually do well here, just as a side note. So it should be a really good, nice mix of trees and shrubs and grasses. And the lighting fixtures as well are also consistent with our general plan policies. They're all low wattage, shielded, and downward cast. Parking, as I discussed, there is the required parking, 1 space per guest room, and there is a nice mix of accessible and electric parking. The future pad does have some additional electric vehicle charging stalls that would be installed at a later date, and they're also providing some bicycle parking, which is nice for folks that will be potentially biking the new Redwood Trail. The colors and materials are also consistent with our general plan policy that earth tones shall be used as the dominant color, with accent colors of white, black, blue, or red. As you can see, the majority of the building is a nice earth tone with blue accent colors. Another general plan policy states that building surfaces should have color schemes that reduce their apparent size. And they've done a really nice job of color blocking on this. It's breaking up vertically and horizontally the bulk of the building with the blue accents and the different earth tones. And the same thing with this view, the general plan policy that states all exterior elevations visible from major roadways should have architectural treatments to alleviate long void surfaces. Here they've done that with projections and articulations, as well as the angled facade. There's several bump outs on the building along with the color accents to reduce the bulk. The general plan policy requires that new building exteriors should be constructed with non-glare or low-glare materials and paints and minimize the use of reflective glass in exterior facades. And they're using an engineered stucco, which is a nice non-glare material along with the cultured stone veneer on the lower half. Another view of the glamorous trash enclosure is consistent with the municipal code for landscape and screening, that any open area used for the storage of goods, materials, or wastes be screened from view from abutting properties and the public right-of-way, and they shall be provided with solid gates or other devices constructed of view obscuring materials. So this would be CMU block with metal gates to screen the trash enclosures. And then we've got some already constructed existing hotels in other locations. This one is in Meridian, Mississippi. It's pretty similar to this design. It's got the blue sort of awning area over the entrance with the yellow pop of color, similar landscaping. As to what they've submitted here with the angled facade at the end. This one is in Mobile, Alabama. Same, we're not going to have palm trees here, which I'm not sure how well they do. Along Riverwalk, we'll be having more appropriate trees, but the same nice landscaping along the front entryway and along the perimeter of the building. This one's in San Antonio, Texas, a more daylight view. This one is a little taller than what will be going in here. And Denver, Colorado. Slightly different, a little different blocking on the bottom of the building, but a similar design. And so that's all I have. Up next for the Planning Commission is to open public comment, close public comment, and then a motion if you so choose.
Okay, so let's open public comment.
John Flyer, I'm a neighboring landowner, and I'm fully in support of this project. I think that the Riverwalk needs some development, so thank you for your consideration.
Okay.
John Egan, also a neighboring property, fully in support of what they're doing. It was obviously a principal permitted use, and it would be great down there. Just not sure about the existing, the non-developed lots. I mean, right now, I've got a non-developed lot, John's got a non-developed lot next door. I don't see why their second lot needs to be anything but a grass field until it's developed, but that's just my opinion. Thank you.
Any other public comments?
Motion to close public comment.
Oops.
No one's online?
Not public, no.
Okay. Second then.
Okay, I'll open some questions up to my fellow commissioners. If you have any comments, concerns, questions.
I have a question.
Okay,
I have
yes.
a question about sidewalks.
You need,
Is there anything, I know, realize these aren't build plans, but is there plans for sidewalks in front of this? There's a couple of restaurants and food marts across the street, and it just seems safer to have sidewalks for people to walk on. It's a question.
on that same note about sidewalks, I know all that River Ranch is all posted for no parking. Are they gonna open that up? City gonna open that up or do anything with that for any kind of parking on?
I'm not sure why, I don't think River Ranch is
It is zero parking on
zero
River
parking.
Ranch.
It's all red curbed?
The whole thing is posted. We've had tickets for our trailers parked up there.
I'm going
Where other people
to,
haven't, but yeah.
that subdivision was a bit before my time, so I'm going to assume due to the road width that was approved, if it was red curbed, then it's going to stay red curbed on the street, which is why we provide off-street parking. And yes, there would be, as part of the development, there would be sidewalks required. I'm trying to scroll down here to the.
In the initial proposal?
I'd like to recognize that we have Merritt Perry City Manager in the audience, and anytime that there's a question that may be more appropriate for him to answer, I would ask through the council that he be allowed to step up to the microphone. And the same with the applicants for the project that may know more about their plans for the second phase of development. If they have anything they want to add, I'd like to recognize them to be able to come forward as well.
Thank you. Yes, I agree. Merritt, you have,
No, I think the questions got answered, and that roadway's narrow, so that parking's restricted, and so their parking would be on site. And then the second part of that is one of the conditions of the building permit, well, that there'll be an accessible path from River Ranch Road, so it will be, so there will be sidewalks to the hotel. That'll have to be done in order to put those in.
okay, thank you. Any other comments, questions? Well, I'm excited. I think it looks lovely, and it will be a great asset down there, and we definitely need more nice places to stay for our guests. And if there's nothing else, I could ask for a motion.
I motion to adopt Resolution P-2024-3111, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Fortuna approving the design review of a 105 guest room hotel. The design review includes building elevations, site plans, exterior colors, lighting, and landscape design.
I second that motion.
All right, roll call vote. Commissioner Bennett,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Chair Halley,
Yes.
Vice Chair Kine,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley,
Yes.
and Commissioner Nichols.
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
Next on the agenda, we have our Planning Commission staff communication. I don't have anything specific for the Planning Commission. Just be aware that we're going to be pretty busy this year. We've got quite a few projects in the pike already. So there will be a meeting, April 9th is our next meeting, and likely the second meeting in April as well. So potentially even more.
Can I ask that you actually get a packet, because this is just.
Well,
time.
we could come by So you had them ready probably for us, or do we
Yes.
call prior? Because I feel bad. I completely forgot you said come by and pick it up if you'd like one. So I felt unprepared, but I will on next,
Okay.
yeah, prior to the meeting next time.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm
will.
sorry, I didn't get that note, but
Okay.
You were gone, we forgot. So we had a couple
I
hiccups.
will be printing packets when I send the email packet out. If you want a hard copy packet, you can respond that way, or I can print packets for everybody to pick up
Or
here.
we could reply to you. That would be better. And then you wouldn't have to do ones that aren't going to get picked up.
And the packets will be going out on Thursdays now, so that'll give you a couple of days before the weekend. to get
Okay,
it out.
I'll promise, I won't forget that. Yay. Anything else? Well, I make a motion to, no?
motion to close.
Wait, second.
Favor.
Aye.
Thank you, thank you.